Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Dragon's Lair. My name is Brent. Um, Here I'm showing you off my last dog. This is my loudmouth. She will bark at any and everything that comes anywhere near her or anywhere near outside here, within probably 50 feet if she can see it. She will bark at anything. She will fart and bark at it, and she won't shut up, and she will carry on forever. Her name is Riley. You've now seen all four of my dogs if you've watched previous videos, so figured I'd show them off. Big ol' yawn, must be getting tired. She's some kind of breed of Chihuahua, I believe. All our dogs are small. They're Chugs and Chihuahua breeds and Min Pin. But she kind of looks like a fawn, if you ever seen a baby fawn before. So figured I'd show off my last dog so you guys can see who my loudmouth is that barked at everything. She's being good right now. Knock on wood, I guess. So we're going to get into it. So we got some more comics today. I went up to Heroes Your Mom Threw Out comic shop. Before we went there, we went to like a flea market, a small little flea market, and that was a total bust. It was pouring rain, so none of the vendors were outside, and there was like nothing inside. So it was kind of a waste of time. So we swung back and stopped at Heroes Comic Shop, and I picked up, he had some $2 bin books. He's kind of doing away with his dollar bin books. But he said, hey, anything in there is $1.50. If you buy a stack of them, I'll give them to you even better. But the first thing I got off there, he actually gave this to me. He said, this is a free book for you. This is Spider-Man, Deadpool, free Marvel must-haves. Very, very cool. I do like Deadpool and I do like Spider-Man, so I don't know if there's any good shots in here. I don't know. I'll just show it off. I mean, I'm guessing this is a more modern book. Looks very, very modern. Probably one of the, of course, you know, one of the first pages you get in there. That is very, very cool. And if you know me, I love when they have these, you know, full page artwork. You know, it's just so, so cool. Absolutely. I don't know who that guy is, but of course he's got Deadpool and Spider-Man all tied up and looks like Spider-Man's web, maybe. Very, very cool. Just more shots of Spider-Man and Deadpool. Looked like Miss Marvel was in the back of this, but I don't know. That's the first book he gave me. First thing he says, here you go, this is for you. The first thing he says, hey, you ain't been here in a little while. It's probably been a month and a half since I've been there. And that's when he told me, you know, he was at the Wellsboro Comic-Con, but I missed him down there. I don't know how I missed him. But he had some boxes there. I'm guessing he took him to Wellsboro Comic-Con. I don't know. And he said, like I said, you know, these are normally $2 a book in there, but he says, $1.50. If you get a stack, I'll give them to you even cheaper. So we will get into that stack. I did buy one book at full price, but we're just gonna go through what we got here. We got Voltron number 12 from Dynamite. I grew up watching Voltron, so you know this is kind of nostalgic for me. Absolutely loved Voltron as a kid. I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of TV shows as a kid because most of them were the devil, like He-Man and stuff like that. But I could watch Voltron and the Smurfs that were full of magic. That was okay. I just couldn't watch the devil, I guess. But I thought that one was pretty cool. Then we got Gru versus Conan, number 3 of 4 from Dark Horse Comics of Sergio Aragones. If you don't know, Sergio did Gru the Wanderer for quite a big run with Epic and Marvel back in the 80s. In the 90s, he went over to Image, and he still does Gru the Wanderer and stuff like that, but it's just like short print runs like this, which I might already have this issue. I'm not sure. If I see Gru, I just pick it up because my brother collects it too, so if he ain't got it, he'll get it. But I think this was one of the ones where I haven't read the 4-part series yet because I don't have them all. I tried to read these ones all in a row, where Conan never loses, but Gru never loses either, so it was one of those things like, how would you end it? So I'm kind of intrigued. I need to get the other issues I'm missing, but I thought that was pretty cool. Next up, we have the Man-Bat number 5. I think this is 5 of 5 from DC, which I absolutely love this cover. I do like Man-Bat, but that cover is just so cool. He looks so awesome on there. Very, very neat. Very happy with that. Then we have the Punisher number 57 from Max Comics. I'm a big Punisher fan. I don't know if we have any fans of the Punisher. We do. Tell me which movies you liked. I'm more partial to the Dolph Lundgren movie back in the late 80s, early 90s. That was the first one I ever watched, but I did like the John Bernthal Punisher show. I did watch season 1 of that. That was pretty good. I don't have Netflix or whatever it was on anymore, so I can't watch it anymore. But I did watch season 1 of that, but I'm probably more akin to the Dolph Lundgren movie myself. The Thomas Jane one was good too. I'm not a big fan of some of the other guys in the movie, but John Travolta, some of his movies I'm kind of iffy with him. But I did like the Thomas Jane movie too. The third one, I don't know, I wasn't into that one as much. It was okay. But let me know if any of you guys like the Punisher movies or not, or whatever TV show. That'd be pretty cool, Tell me if I should check out more of the Punisher from Netflix or whatever it was with John Bernthal. I definitely need to see the other seasons of that. But anyways, getting on to this, we have Transformers #2 from IDW, Saga of the Allspark. I do like Transformers. I'm a kid of the 80s. So then we have Transformers #3, another Saga of the Allspark. Very, very cool. I don't know if this is after the movies they did. Could be. I think that was about the Allspark, but I can't remember. Then we have Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers #8. Absolutely love this show. I believe I was a teenager when this show was on. I used to come home from school and watch it. We didn't have cartoons all day like these spoiled kids do today. We had to watch, Looney Tunes in the morning and 1 or 2 shows after school, and then you didn't get none until Saturday morning. But this was one of the shows I do remember watching. Absolutely love this show, along with like Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, all that, and of course DuckTales. So that was a very, very cool find. Then we have Sergio Aragone's Gru Friends and Foes Toronto #10, which Toronto is this dude here in the green. He was a friend, but they were always like frenemies. They'd be a friend one minute and an enemy the next minute. Of course, we got Ruferto right here, his dog. Very, very cool. I haven't read any of these Friends and Foes, so I don't know anything about that storyline. Next up, we have Divine Right, The Adventures of Max Faraday #4 from Image. I picked this up because this was a Jim Lee. I do like Jim Lee quite a bit. Do like that cover. Very, very cool. Don't know anything about it, though. And then this book here I picked up because I see Psychotronic Squirt Gun Aaron is always talking about both these, I believe. I believe he's the one talking about it, but this is Judge Dredd, The X-Files. From IDW, it's a one-shot. I don't see the number on it. Must be #1 because it's a one-shot, I guess. I don't know. But very, very cool. Love that cover. And I haven't watched The X-Files yet. I actually found a couple DVDs at Goodwill with like best of like season 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 or something like that. So, I need to get the whole series and just watch it all. But very, very cool. And then we have some more Voltron #3. Very neat. Voltron #4, Year 1. Very, very cool. Voltron #5. Anybody else love Voltron as a kid? I know I did. Very cool. And then we got Batman #447. I remember having this as a kid. Very, very cool. I do love Batman, if you don't know. Then we have, I'd never heard of this comic before. This was the Midnight Show #1 from Dark Horse Comics. But I was actually really digging that cover. All these freaking, I know I'm getting a glare, guys, but all these awesome looking monsters on there. Very, very cool. And then we have another Sergio Aragone's Gru in the Wild, #1 of 4. So this is, at least I got #1 of this run. Very, very cool. You know me with Gru, I love Gru. And then that was all the $1.50 books I got. And he actually gave them to me a little cheaper than that. But I also picked up G.I. Joe Real American Hero #1. This is a facsimile, whatever they're called. This was the first issue back in the 80s. So I don't think I've ever had the first issue of G.I. Joe. I had a whole bunch of them back in the 80s. And I got a few of them now. But this is a series I would like to actually complete. And if I actually do get the actual number 1, it's probably one I don't want to read because that's probably worth a little bit more money. So I'd probably rather keep that, it bagged and boarded, and so this way I can at least read the book now. So that is pretty cool. That was $4, but I think I paid 23 for that whole stack of everything I just showed you. So that was a pretty decent deal right there. And then after we left there, we went and did some shopping, got lunch at Red Robin, and then up into the Arnott Mall. So that shop there was in Elmira. Heroes Your Mom Threw Out comic shop. Then we went up to the Arnott Mall, and there's actually a shop in there called Bill's Bullpen that's got baseball cards and toys and stuff like that. They have a whole bunch of comics in the back, and I think the Heroes comic shop actually supplies some of the comics there. But everything in there was buy 3, get 3 free. And I think I paid $37 for this stack or something like that. And most of it's G.I. Joe. I got a lot of G.I. Joe. Because I'm just going to try to complete all the G.I. Joe, the original run, and all the side runs from there on out. But first up we have G.I. Joe America's Elite number 15. Cobra Commander on the cover. Very, very cool. We got Sergio Aragone's Gru, Friends and Foes, Palindrome number 9. Very, very neat. So I think every one of these Friends and Foes has a specific friend or foe, which most of his friends are his foes anyways, because he's always messing something up and pissing them off. So his friends always become his enemies. It's kind of funny, but I think every issue has a different one on there, so that is very, very cool. Very neat. Then we have another Friends and Foes with Gru, with Gruella, which I believe is Gru's sister. Very, very cool. I think she's like a queen or something like that. I can't remember. I've read some with it. My books are sliding here. Then we have... I'm going to have to move some books here. Then we have Semper Fi number 1. I do like military stuff, and I had this as a kid. Sorry, my dog's getting into something here. I do remember reading this as a kid, but I have no idea what the story's about. I don't remember if they did several issues of this or not, but I thought that was pretty cool. Flashbacks to when I was a kid. Then we got G.I. Joe number 206, Real American Hero. Very, very cool looking cover. Get some ninjas in there. Sorry, these are out of order, guys. I just kind of, however he threw them in the bag. We have another Sergio Aragone's Gru, Friends and Foes, Granny Gru, number 2. So that's Granny Gru right there. They were like gypsies. So Gru was like a gypsy. But even when gypsies were trying to rip somebody off or something like that, he always came in and bumbled it up, and, then his whole family would be mad at him. Very, very cool. Then we have G.I. Joe Sigma 6, number 2. This looks like it's very kid-oriented, but, I do like anything G.I. Joe, so I'm definitely going to check it out eventually. I don't have any of the Sigma 6 toys, but if I do find them, on the cheap, I'd definitely pick them up. Then we have G.I. Joe The Rise of Cobra. This is after the movie. This is number 3 with Scarlet on the cover. And somebody just made some noise, so I guess my dogs are going to flip out. Maya's at attention here. Here you see Maya right here in the corner. Then we have G.I. Joe The Rise of Cobra number 1, I believe. Snake Eyes on there. I didn't mind the first movie they did there a few years ago. The second one wasn't as good. They killed Duke in it. Sorry if you've never seen it. Now you know they killed Duke. You can't be killing Duke. Then we have G.I. Joe number 2. Nice little advertisement on there. I want you. Need you to join Cobra. Then we have G.I. Joe Cobra, The Cobra Files number 3. Very cool. G.I. Joe The Cobra Files number 7. And that cover's just kind of... Some of these covers ain't the best, but... Then we have G.I. Joe Master and Apprentice number 4. And I definitely like that cover. That is very, very cool. Of course, I love it when they have like reflections and stuff like that. So that is very, very neat. Very cool. Definitely dig that cover. Then we have G.I. Joe America's Elite number 10. Looks like Duke got captured. Very cool. Then we have Cobra number 17. Another cool one. Then we have G.I. Joe Cobra 2 number 1. Nothing spectacular on that cover. I like when they actually show stuff on the cover. It looks cool. Some of these are just cheesy artwork. This is G.I. Joe Cobra Civil War number 0. Looks like they got lazy on some of these covers. Then we have G.I. Joe number 4. Which a lot of this stuff, you know, like Larry Hama did the original G.I. Joe run. And he still does, I believe, a lot of the G.I. Joe. But all these side ones, stuff he doesn't do. So, but I love Larry Hama, so. Then we have G.I. Joe The Cobra Files number 8. Kind of looks like Firefly on there. I'm not positive. Looks like him, though, for sure. Very cool. I do like Firefly. Then we have Cobra Civil War number 4. I hope I didn't already show this one. If I did, and then I duped up. I don't know. I hope I didn't. It kind of looks familiar. Then we have Cobra number 21. So I like it when I get more into the covers like that. It looks a little better in some of them covers. Then we have G.I. Joe Operation Hiss number 3. That looks like it's after the first movie. Of course, that looks like Channing Tatum and who was it? Quaid. And that was one of the Wayans brothers, I think. Kind of looks like them guys, so I'm guessing that's after the movie. Then we have G.I. Joe versus the $6 Million Man number 4. I didn't even know they did something like that. Then we have G.I. Joe number 3 from IDW. Okay looking cover. G.I. Joe Special Missions number 12. Covers are getting a little better now. G.I. Joe A Real American Hero number 172. This is back to Larry Hama. I don't know why I said Hama. A lot better looking cover there. Very, very cool. I think that's Firefly on there. Then we have G.I. Joe Cobra World Order number 224, part 6. And I absolutely love this cover. Storm Shadow on there. I do like Storm Shadow. Very, very neat. G.I. Joe number 169. Very, very cool. G.I. Joe Special Missions Antarctica. I don't see a number. It says one shot on it. Very, very neat looking cover. Oop. Grabbing my books. And then the very last book we have is G.I. Joe number 216. Cobra Rising Part 1. Of course, the infamous Cobra Commander sitting on his throne, his snake throne. Very, 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 very neat looking cover. Sorry, I'm getting thirsty here. Filming 2 videos in a row. But that's it for my haul from Bill's Bullpen there and Heroes, Your Mom Threw Out Comic Shop up Elmira, Big Flats area, New York. I thought it was a pretty cool haul. Yeah, I paid a little bit more for those G.I. Joes, but I am going to try to complete all the G.I. Joe runs, so I'm probably going to have to pay more than like 50 cents or $1 a book. I prefer buying the stuff on the cheap, but you know, if I got to pay, like that stuff was 50% off, so even the $4 books, if I grabbed 6 of them, it was $12 for 6 of them. That's $2 a piece, so that's not a bad deal in my opinion. So that was very, very cool. There are some more G.I. Joes up there that I need to get, so probably next time I go up, if you still got that sale going on, I'm going to pick up some more. But I'm going to try to complete all the G.I. Joe runs, I think. G.I. Joe and Gru. Definitely one of my goals. I'd love to do that with like Uncanny X-Men, but I'll never get all the Uncanny X-Men because, you know, the first issue is like crazy, and I'll probably never have any of those early issues that are worth a lot of money or anything like that. So I'm not even going to try to complete that run as of right now. But I will go for the Gru and G.I. Joe, as they're probably my second and third favorite comics ever. So probably got a ways to go, but we're going for it. We're going for G.I. Joe and Gru. That's my main goal right now, I think. Plus whatever else I can get on the cheap. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked what you saw. Sorry if you don't like GI Joe, because it was a lot of GI Joe stuff, but that's just something that's cool to me. It's a toy line I loved as a kid, and comic I loved as a kid. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. It's all cool. It's all good. Thanks for watching.